trucking fans. Did an overnight stay here in Bethel, Pennsylvania. We are here at Dollar General, place I've been to many times before. This side of the property is receiving. The other side is where they load up all the trailers for the loads to go to the stores. That's where I used to work back in 2013. That's the reason why I know this place so well. One of the first jobs I had driving truck, I was running a dedicated lane with Dollar General. Boy, I can tell you some things about this place, well, I'll tell you. I checked in with these people around 8 o'clock this morning. So I guess it's one of them days where they don't care about 10 pallets. So, anyway. Nobody faults anybody unless you're late, so I was here well in advance of the time.
Back into dock door 260.
Okay.
Once you're in the dock door, shock your back wheels, unhook, go 4 or 5 feet forward. Now you see that building right in the center? It's coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
About the
on this side of it, there's a ramp. Go to the top of the ramp, put your paperwork in the box at the top of the ramp. Call that highlighted number and that little slip of paper.
Okay, I see that.
Tell them your paperwork's in there. They'll tell you what to do. Okay.
Okay.
And then bring the wheel chock back on the way out.
Okay. Hopefully this time will be better. Last time I was here,
yeah,
they waited 7 hours before they told me that my paperwork was ready.
That's on Lotus Crossroads. Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be a little.
They clump them all together and then they call them all at the same time.
No, I was the last one here. That night? Hell yeah, I was the last driver here. And I walked up and I spoke to somebody. They were like, "Oh yeah, we were done with you 7 hours ago." I'm like, "Where was the phone call?" So let's find door 260. So it's on the other side of this Anheuser-Busch trailer. I know it's Anheuser-Busch because I see the AB number on it. That's another account I used to work for. Anytime you're backing into these spots, if you don't see any pavement markings, believe me, this place here, pavement markings are old and they have not redone them in a long time. But anytime you run into a situation like that, always try guiding yourself back with straight parts of the cement. A lot of these places, when they lay their cement for their pads, a lot of them, what they do, is they get these pads in these squares, and you get these little lines, like right here. You just got to use them the best way you can to line your trailer up. Because you got one right here on the right side. That's what I was using to guide back. You got it all on a straight trailer, so you try to put that trailer in a straight line with that line, and that helps you. That helps you backing up straight anyway. Do me one good favor, guys. If you like the video content, now to Kingdom Come, I got a lot of videos out there. If you like the video content and want to return back for more, be sure and subscribe. Down the lower right of your screen, at the very end of this video, there's a thing that comes up to subscribe. Be sure and hit it. You become a subscriber, you'll get notifications every time I put a new video out. And I'm coming up with all kinds of stuff. Every day, new topic. Every day, another shorty. I put out a 2-minute message every day. Different topics ranging from A to Z, good to bad. You never know what it's going to be. At the end of the video or sometime before it, if you'd like the content, be sure to hit the like button. Guys, I'm in it for a twofold reason. One, I'm in it to make sure that experiences I have out here are meant to teach others and transmit a good message. Alright, second reason is I'd like to eventually make some extra cash to give mom and the kids. As long as I got low numbers, I can't do that. I would like to monetize this channel, and I would like to be able to reinvest that money to keep it going and keeping everybody well apprised of how Deviator goes. Deviator Trucking is a company that I'm starting from scratch. It will become reality, and it will become something that others can benefit from. Not just me, but others as well. So keep that dream alive. Be sure and like and share the videos. Let others know I'm out here. Subscribe to get notifications. And we'll be back out here tomorrow doing more of the same. Just cleared the load in Bethel, Pennsylvania. Dollar General. Actually, there's a couple of Dollar Generals that actually have their crap together. And it seemed like this one is one of them. Because I've only been to this one and had an issue one time before. And of course the other one in the last video I did. I forget now, thinking about it, where it was, but as far as getting me unloaded, that was quick. I was done in less than 50 minutes. The guy came out and he was actually knocking on my door. I expected a phone call and to walk back up, but no, the guy knocked on my door, handed me my paperwork, and said, "See ya." So that was kind of surprising. But left the Dollar General, went to the truck stop down the road there in Frystown. Got me a meal and a shower. So I figured I'd get refreshed. I've already got a regular load for my ladies back there in Clyde, Ohio. This one picks up out of Marion, Ohio. So the only thing with that load is it has to be delivered by Sunday night. So when I left Bethel, I figured I had a little bit of time to get a meal and a shower and kind of get myself situated anyway. The topic for today's video is going to be passengers in commercial vehicles. Passengers in commercial vehicles. Kind of hearing in the back of my mind a song by Elton John. I think it was off of one of his 80s albums. Maybe Too Low for Zero. I don't know. The song title is Passengers. I've been hearing that song all day. That's what made me think of this topic, conversation. It's appropriate to talk about. I mean, some people can have passengers. Some people can't. I mean, if you're a company driver, you most likely can't, because the vehicle is usually owned by the company you work for, and they dictate the rules. And I don't know many companies out there that have policies of insurance on a truck for you to have people riding along just for S&Gs, just to see what you do. Currently, with my lease arrangement with the company I work for, with Landstar, The only way I can have a passenger in the vehicle is if they are over 18. Now, I can have one of my children ride along, but the children have to be over the age of 12. So my current 2 kids, my youngest 2, cannot ride with me right now because they're too young. My daughter, she was 14 or 15 riding in a truck with me when I worked at a different company, but I have had occasions since I bought this truck working with Landstar to have my daughter ride with me for different reasons. So you have to notify the company, let them know, give them the information on the person, and they do what's called a rider policy. So every company's different, so it just depends on what kind of arrangement you have. If you're independent, you got your own authority, and you pay your own insurance, you pretty much dictate your own terms. Do whatever, you know. But you also pay more for privilege. Right now, I'm paying probably somewhere in the neighborhood of about $400 a month, maybe $450, for the different insurances that I and Landstar carries to cover me in this truck. It covers me for physical damage, liability, and what they call unladen, which is bobtail insurance. I've also got charges for workman's comp, which I have deducted. So all told, I'm probably paying about $450 roughly. If I get my own authority and I go out on my own, I know full well that cost is going to probably almost triple. When it comes to passengers, you got to be real careful. So a lot of times you're dealing with freight in the back of that trailer. It's probably more valuable than your house. That's not a slight on your lifestyle, that's just your fact. And sometimes this freight's a couple $100,000. Sometimes it's less. It just really depends on what you carry. But either way you look at it, you're behind this wheel, you're on duty, on guard. You gotta make sure that you're paying attention to everything you're doing. A lot of times having a passenger in the car or in the truck with you at times can prove to be a distraction. You always want to check with the carrier on their policies, make sure you know what you're doing. There are times when carriers have policies on certain loads. They may have policies across the board, straight through, and say, no with this, no with that at all. You're always well served to check on that before you make any decisions. If you're an owner-operator, you always want to check with your insurance company. You can carry loads for all kinds of carriers. It don't matter. You're a carrier in your own right. So always check to make sure that you've got the necessary coverage. God forbid something happens. I look at it this way. Driving truck, doing the work I do, it's a solitary job. I'm the only one here. I'm the only one calling the shots. And I'm the only one that suffers the consequences of my actions, not those of everyone around me. So, having a passenger, as you can see, in my view, complicates that situation just a little bit. carrier, get my own authority and my own insurance, I'll give my kids a ride and I'll show them what it's all about. But I got a few years to wait on that yet. I think they'll love it though. No matter what you do, keep the yellow on the left and the white on the right. Keep the hammer down till morning light. We'll talk with you again next time. In the meantime, be happy, stay safe, and make it count.